Right everyone, today we're going to be talking about Jedi Rey. I've finally found an amazing squad that works wonders in Phase 1 of Lightside Geo TB, with the potential to work for the rest of the phases too. This is not only my first 4 out of 4 on P1, but it was also a flawless run. I didn't take damage once throughout the whole battle. I don't think you even need high relics, and with the right mods, could probably pull off similar results with full gear 12. So without any further delay, let's get started. So first of all, we're going to quickly go through the mods and zetas needed for this team to work. I do have Relic 7 on Jedi Rey, and Relic 5 on Finn, but I really don't think this will be needed given I didn't get hit once. It's more in the mods than anything else. There's even more good news. This is only a free Zeta team if you can meet the mods. There's a couple of others that are useful, but there's only 3 that you absolutely need to achieve the same results I have. And the first and most important of these is the Jedi Rey Leadership Zeta, which is the key to why this team works so well, because we're going to get exposes on everyone and then spam BB-8 to prevent the enemy team from ever taking a turn. This is because each time a resistance ally uses a special ability, exposed enemies lose 5% turn meter. In addition, each time an enemy is initially exposed, all resistance allies gain 10% turn meter, so you can see how easy it is to turn meter lock the enemy team with this. The lead also grants a 70% chance to apply unresistible exposes whenever your team crits an enemy, which is where our exposes are going to be coming from most of the time. The second Zeta we're going to need is BB-8's roll with the punches. This is another way we're going to apply multiple exposes to a single target to further fuel the turn meter train, as whenever Rey calls him to assist, he's going to call a third ally to hit as well. The third and final Zeta you're absolutely going to need is 3PO's Oh My Goodness. The extra confused stack will really help you get the Magna Guards under control and prevent them from taunting early on in the battle. R2's Zetas are both great, especially Number Crunch. If you can get this, I would advise it purely for the 10% potency for the rest of your team, as you're going to need high potency on the likes of BB-8, Finn and 3PO. Combat Analysis is also a great Zeta, however considering I never took a hit, dispelling debuffs is not really mandatory either, so you only really need the 3 I mentioned and with an optional 4th on Number Crunch to get this team rolling. Next up we're going to talk about the mods, and this really is the breaking point for the team. You are going to need to work towards the goals on these mods to have such an easy run with the team. It might work with slightly less speed, but I did use my arena mods on them just to be safe. But be sure to give it a try with your best mods and see if you can achieve a flawless run with less. So starting up, we have our Jedi Rey modded with a crit damage and a crit chance set. 285 speed and 84% crit chance. Crit chance is pretty important for this team overall, and be sure to remember that the Jedi Rey lead grants 30% crit chance to resistance allies. R2's combat analysis without a Zeta will grant an additional 10% crit chance, and once you have 2 stacks of translation on a character, you end up with another plus 15% crit chance, so we're going to have more than enough on our team to get the crits almost always without any issues. You are more than welcome to run a speed set on her if you don't have any fast crit damage mods. BB-8 is up next. With him you need purely speed, as fast as you can get him, as he's the key control piece for reducing the turn meter of the exposed enemies. I have him modded here with 329 speed and 32% crit chance. Potency is also nice to have to increase the chance of expose on his Illuminated Destiny, but 50% should be enough as Secret Intel grants an additional plus 25%. For our R2, you're going to want to mod him with speed too. I ended up with 315 speed and 31% crit chance. This is because he's going to be another key player, as you need him to go very quickly to apply the AoE exposes to the enemy team at the start of the waves, so we can prevent them gaining too much turn meter before we get the train rolling. Because of this, you might want to consider raising his crit chance a little further just to be safe, but mine did fine here. For 3PO, we have him modded with a speed set, ending up with 257 speed. He's not quite as fast as the other characters, but for him we're going to need additional potency too, as we need him to be applying Confuse reliably to the Magna Guards, as if they start taunting and counter-attacking it can cause problems for our team. My 95% potency was more than enough, as I'm running a 6C potency primary on his cross. Finally we have our Finn, who is modded with a crit damage and crit chance set. I also ran an offense primary cross on him, but next time I'll be running a potency primary cross on him. I got quite lucky thankfully, but thinking about it now, you need his stun to be reliable to help control the team. So aim for at least 75% potency on him, maybe even more. Outside of this, I have him at 258 speed and 68% crit chance, so be sure to aim towards this as well. So with that all out of the way, we're going to jump right into the battle and go through the important facts. Starting up, the main goal is to land an expose on the Geo Spy with R2's burning. This is extremely important. This is my first time ever running this team, but I imagine if it doesn't land, it's going to make starting up a lot more difficult, as he can easily one-shot people on your team. Always be sure to target B2s or B1s when doing R2's specials, as he's going to get a free attack on them, meaning more expose is applied and hit. After that, we need to land a stack of Confuse on the Magna Guard to prevent him taunting throughout the wave. Once that's done, we can start stun locking as many people as we can, and then slowly working them down. Remember to use mind tricks on the enemy that's got the most turn meter, or is the biggest threat to your team. Once that's all done, we're going to focus our main damage on the B1 battle droid, as we don't want him to start taking turns and healing people, and hitting us hard with AoE damage. Now that we're set up perfectly and we have most of the enemy team stunned, we can just kill them off slowly. Make sure to end the wave with an Illuminated Destiny ready. If you've done everything correctly, you won't need to use it on the first wave. Another important thing to keep in mind is once you have Expose on Geo Spy, it's a bit of a risk to use Burning again, as you risk popping it and a new one not applying. As mentioned earlier, keeping an Expose on Spy is crucial to prevent him taking a turn, and given that he's in stealth most of the time, R2 is the only way to apply Expose without using Illuminated Destiny on BB-8. Which we don't want to do on this wave. So now everything's under control, we're just going to try and end the wave as fast as possible. Let's do a big hit on this Geo Soldier. Hopefully we can kill him in one hit. Almost. Oh, nice, we got him. Let's proc Finn's Taunt. We don't want any nasty surprises, even though we're in a pretty good position. Let's give everyone some stealth. Let's put Mind Tricks on. Let's put it on Geo Soldier. We don't really need to. We've got Illuminated Destiny ready, but as I said earlier, we're not going to use it. We don't need it, and it's important to have it ready for the start of the second wave. This is vital, as it's going to give us a big boost, apply some exposes right away, and put us in a really good position to regain control of the enemy team. And that's pretty much everything for the first wave, and it's honestly the hardest part of the battle. Once you get through this, the rest is easy in comparison. Just remember to end each wave with an Illuminated Destiny ready, and you should be good to go. Okay, so let's use our Illuminated Destiny. We've got exposes on everyone except for the Sniper Droid. Now, the Sniper Droid is a bit of a problem, because if he gets 15 stacks, he gains the ability to one-shot one of your team. So getting him under control with a stun is very important. Outside of this, it's pretty much the same as Phase 1. Keep exposes on everyone, stun everyone, and then blast through everything. So we're using Burning now. We have procced one of the exposes, which isn't great. We're going to use Mind Tricks on the Sniper Droid to keep him from taking a turn. And we're going to focus down the B1 Battle Droid so we can get him out of the way, prevent any healing or any horrible AoE damage. We're just going to keep focusing him down with Jedi Rey's triple attack. We're going to use Finn's Taunt because I over-worry and prepare for the worst. Let's target the B1, give everyone stealth, we'll get a bonus attack anyway, that's him out of the way. Let's keep boosting Rey up. Oh, I forgot to mention, we have used this in the bottom territory because I find gas to work better in the middle, as Kalani is a lot harder for gas to deal with, and he's the one we're most likely to meet on the final wave of the bottom battle. So now we're going to finally try and stun this Sniper Droid to stop having to worry about him at all. Let's try and finish him off with a big hit from everyone. Hopefully this should do it. Ah, perfect. We're pretty much in the clear for this wave now. These guys aren't a threat to us at all. We're just going to stun lock them best we can. And it's an easy win from there. I'm not sure if you've all noticed, but so far I haven't even taken a hit. I wasn't joking earlier when I said it was a flawless run. We go through and end this battle with full health and protection. I think the one attack that did happen later in the battle was blocked by a foresight, so it doesn't count. In the next wave, we do have a new threat in the form of a B2. We have to be really careful with these as they gain turn meter when one of their allies is hit. So we have to take extra care early on to keep them under control and then to kill them as fast as we can. So the problem we've got now is when we use our burning, we're going to give B2 a lot of turn meter. The good news is the exposes are going to keep him below 100%, and because our team has mostly full turn meter, we're going to go before he does. Now I'm hoping we can get some good damage on him now. Each hit should remove 1 stack on him. So we've still got a little bit of a way to go. Let's just keep working on him because he's the biggest threat. We've got Illuminated Destiny off finally, so that's going to make things a lot easier. We're going to give everyone stealth just to be safe. That's also going to assist and hit B2 again. Let's give Rey some turn meter. I think we're going to use Mind Tricks on the Droidica because he's really close to taking a turn, and that's the last thing we want. Let's put some Confuse on B2. I didn't realise at the time it didn't work, so that's B2 out of the way now. We can get back to normal. Just keep stacking the exposes and go back to what we were doing on the previous 2 waves. So we're going to work on the Droidica now because he's the next biggest threat. I know the B1's still there, but I really don't like the Droidicas in this TB. They're so annoying, it's just unreal. They can literally end a team if they take a turn. One shot from that can kill a character easily. Right, I'm happy with where he is now. So I think next we're going to go back to what we were doing before and kill off the B1. I think this should do it in one. Let's see. Come on, come on. Yeah, okay, that's him dead. Perfect. Okay, so we're almost in the clear now. Let's hit the battle droid. Put some stealth. Protect the team. And then we should probably go back and kill off that Droidica. Let's give Rey some turn meter. Remove some turn meter from them. That's almost done it for the Droidica. Let's just put some confuse on him for the sake of it. We should probably try and stun someone just to be safe. Let's try and stun that droid over there. No, it didn't work, but we did get an exposed, so that's fine. We can remove some turn meter off him. We're going to keep that Illuminated Destiny as we're almost at the end of the wave. Let's hit that commando droid with our big hit. Okay, let's give Rey some turn meter again. Let's kill off that droidica finally, because I'm getting a bit worried about him. Even though he's stunned, I don't know, they just still scare me. Had some bad experiences with those droidicas with all my other teams. I just think I'm getting somewhere really well, and then they just pop out of nowhere and just one-shot one of my characters. So we're about to head into the final wave now, everyone. What I like to do at this point is to try and make sure all my important specials, such as Burning, Mind Tricks and Stealth, are off cooldown alongside Illuminated Destiny, so we can get the final wave's enemies locked down as quickly as possible. So here we are, the final wave. We're going to open with Illuminated Destiny and then start working on that B2 so he doesn't gain turn meter and blast us to pieces. I haven't read too much into Kalani's specials, but what I noticed on this wave is when I attacked units with stacks, I was only able to remove one per attack regardless of assists. This is likely something to do with Kalani's abilities, so I'll have to read into those ready for next time. So we're just going to keep working on that B2. We're going to try and control him as much as we can. Let's give him a big hit from Finn. Now, I am using mass assists here, but because at the point I didn't realise that they didn't work. As you can see, only just removed one stack, even though we hit about 5 to 6 times. Even a double attack from R2's only removing one stack, even though we hit him twice. Let's use Mind Tricks on B2. Perfect, we got a daze. That means if we were to hit someone else on the team, he's not going to gain any turn meter anymore. Never mind, he's just cleansed it. One more hit after this and he should be done. That's the one attack I got, but Finn luckily dodged it, so it's still a flawless run. Let's put that confuse on Magna Guard so he doesn't get any taunts. Let's kill off B2. That's him done. Let's give Rey some turn meter. I think now we should probably target that commando droid maybe. Let's see what he can do. Yeah, let's do the big hit on him. Let's try and get some damage on him. Maybe a stun. Perfect. Give Rey some more turn meter. Let's try and get a stun on him. Oh, I keep forgetting you can't stun the stacked units. It's so hard. Okay, we've got stealth on everyone. Let's use Mind Tricks on Kalani. We don't want him going wild. I guess it's still worth using the big attacks, even on the stacked units, as we're going to gain a lot of turn meter from the exposes we land. Let's just keep working him down. We can still pop Illuminated Destiny now, because there's no other waves after this. We can use it as much as we can, just to boost our turn meter and damage even further. We are making some progress on that B1, but it is painfully slow. We've got no turn meter on the enemies, so we're not really too worried about stunning them even. Get some more confuse on that Magna Guard. And back to working on that B1. He's got to be getting close now. Don't think it'll be too long. Let's give everyone stealth. Still no turn meter on the enemy team. It's just mental how well this works. I mean, it's one thing for them not to attack, but they've literally got almost no turn meter. I think most of them are on about like 5%, and it's just getting reduced every time we do a big hit. It's absolutely crazy. And we've almost just killed Kalani in one hit. I mean, look at that. He was on full protection a second ago, and this is an elite unit on the final wave. It's just crazy how well the exposes complement this team, and just how effective exposes overall on this TB. I actually had a lot of fun using this team, and considering Lightside Geo is my most hated game mode overall, that's a massive accomplishment. I'm just relieved that there's actually a couple of things that do work on this monstrously hard game mode. But overall, a really easy team to run. Hopefully you can all grab some extra waves for your guilds with this team. And there we have it, everyone. There is hope after all. You don't need top-end meta characters. You just need your good old Jedi Rey team with some speedy mods to crush a mission in the first phase of Lightside Geo. Damn, that makes it sound underwhelming. But seriously, this is a major breakthrough. I'm going to test this in the rest of the phases and see if it can pull the same level of results. I do have high hopes for this squad, so hopefully it doesn't let me down. As always, everyone, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, join my Discord server, and be sure to share the video with your friends. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you all very soon.